most students don't have learning problem. They have system problem. The way you were taught to study, reread, highlight, summarize, repeat was designed for compliances, not performance. And that's why students who work 10 hours still walk into exams unprepared. Hello learner, I am Karishma. In 12 years as a facilitator and educator, I have helped hundreds of students go from C predictions to a confirmed A stars. Not by working harder, but by completely replacing the study system. And in today's video, I'm going to show you the three-part learning system I'd build if I had to design how to study smarter and not harder from scratch. And why every student using it reduces their study hours while improving their results. Now, I want to tell you why I became obsessed with this. Before I moved into teaching, I was preparing for one of the most competitive entrance exam in Asia, competing against over 1 million students. I had perfect notes, color-coded binders, and a rigid timetable. I was studying 14 hours a day myself, but my results barely moved. And when I later started teaching international students across different countries, I saw exact same pattern. Driven, intelligent students working themselves to exhaustion, getting results that didn't reflect their efforts. It took years of systematically analyzing mark schemes, assessment design, and cognitive science research at K-Prep's Learning and Research Development team. We understood that the problem was never the students, it was always the system. And here's the specific thing schools got wrong. And once I show you this, you will never look at your study sessions the same way again. So, Dr. Cal Newport at Georgetown describes this as the difference between pseudo work and deep work. Pseudo work is study that looks productive. Deep work is study that actually builds memory and understanding. Most students spend 95% of their time in pseudo work, rereading, highlighting, rewriting notes from scratch. It feels like studying. The brain registers it as familiar. But familiarity and retrieval are completely different cognitive processes. Your application-based exam doesn't ask, does this look familiar? It asks you to produce reasons and evaluate under pressure. And here's what makes this critical for international curriculum students, specifically when you're managing 8 to 10 subjects with completely different command words, marking criteria, and assessment styles. If your system isn't designed for retrieval, you are building familiarity across 10 subjects instead of mastery in any of them. The fix isn't more time, it's a better system. And how to learn faster starts by understanding exactly what your brain needs to actually retain information. So, two findings, but same conclusion. Your current system is working against your brain. First finding by Robert Bure, UCLA. His landmark research on what he calls desirable difficulties shows that when studying feels easy and smooth, memory consolidation is actually the weakest. The discomfort of struggling to recall something you half remember, that's not a sign of weakness, that's your brain building the neural pathway. Easy revision equals weak retention, hard retrieval equals strong memory. Finding 2 by Hermann Ebbinghaus. Validated across 140 years of research, without a designed review system, you forget 56% of new information within 1 hour and 77% within 24 hours. That means most of what you studied yesterday is neurologically gone by the time you open your books today. And these two findings point to the same design principle. Your study system must be built around retrieval and not review. Everything else is just decoration. And this is the foundation of the 3-part system is built on. Before I walk you through the system, let me show you what it looked like in practice. So David, he came to me with a C predictions in both IGCSE chemistry and IGCSE physics. He was already studying 6 to 7 hours a day. More time wasn't the answer. We didn't change his content. We didn't add more past papers. We didn't change the architecture of every single study session and how he processed new information, how he reviewed it, and how he connected topics across subject. Final result was A in both chemistry and physics, and he reduced his study time by 4 hours. Same content, same exam, a completely different system. And here's exactly what we changed. 3 parts. Every study session needs all 3 to work. The first one, input activation. The rule is simple. Every input must produce an output. No passive processing. Let's say you read biology topic, immediately close the book and write everything you can retrieve from memory. No looking, no checking, just output. Where you go blank, that's your actual knowledge gap. Not I haven't read it enough, but I haven't processed it deeply enough. This is what how to focus on studying actually means at neurological level. Your brain only consolidates information that it has to actively reconstruct. Part 2, that is memory architecture, based directly on Ebbinghaus forgetting curve. Review new material after 1 day, then 3 days, and then 1 week, and then 2 weeks. So this is what we exactly do at KA Preps. Our educators are trained to use this psychology into learning methods so that we end up getting good results. So not reread, retest. Close everything, write what you know, check, find gaps, fix only gaps. For international students specifically, because you follow application-based learning, build this schedule into each subject separately because your exam dates are staggered and your memory architecture needs to be too. So this single change is why David freed up to 4 hours a day. He stopped reviewing content he already knew and started targeting only what he didn't. The third part, connection mapping. Dr. Do Rohra's research on interleaved practice shows that mixing topics, for example, studying chemistry, equilibrium, and then history, and then back to chemistry, improves long-term retention by 76% compared to blocked single subject sessions. Why? Because your brain has to actively reconstruct the context each time instead of pattern matching within a familiar flow. But connection mapping goes deeper. Actively look for principles that appear across subjects. Cause and effect reasoning appears across subjects. Building those bridges is how students' productivity becomes genuine mastery, not subject-specific performance. So 3 ways to implement this tonight. Take 10 minutes to set up. So let's say for biology, read one topic, close the book, set a 5-minute timer, write everything you know from memory on a blank page. Check, mark gaps in red, review sections tomorrow. For chem, after solving 5 problems, wait for 24 hours, reattempt without solutions. The gap between sessions is where long-term memory actually forms. For any subject with essays like history, GP, English, after studying a topic, close everything, explain the key argument out loud in 60 seconds. If you hesitate, then that's your gap. Feynman technique applied to exam writing. Same 3-part system, every subject, every night. And here's the single most important mindset shift this system requires. Stop thinking like a student who has to get through material. Start thinking like a system designer who has to build memory. Student asks, how many hours did I study? A system designer will ask, how many retrievals did I complete today? How many gaps did I identify and fix? Your notes aren't record of what you read. They are a retrieval map for your brain. Your past papers aren't just for practice. They are feedback data for your system. And when David made this shift, the 4 hours didn't disappear. They got replaced by 4 hours of actual memory consolidation instead of pseudo work. And that's what best study methods means in practice. Let me close the loop from start for this video. Most students don't have learning problem, they have system problem. The 3-part system is 1, input activation. Every input should produce an output. 2, memory architecture. Retrieval on a spaced schedule, not passive review. 3, connection mapping, interleaved practice across subjects. David didn't study more, he ran a better system, A-star in chem and A-star in physics 4 hours back in his day. I put together a complete learning blueprint for y'all. Now, this is the channel you should be considering to subscribe if you really want to use science-backed learning methods to get good grades. Optimize the utilization of your time to get good grades. See you in the next video.